Hello.
Welcome, everybody. We
So we're
are doing an impromptu live stream for testing purposes.
yes. Um, Again, testing new gear, making sure it works.
So this is the Ugly Cat Studio. Catherine
Yes.
Hébert is who you see on screen. Wave to the children, Catherine. And she's drawing, she's painting a deer, or working on adjusting a painting of a deer that she had previously done.
Yes. So yeah, go ahead.
I mean, why don't you paint and I'll explain? Or you
Okay.
can explain.
No, go ahead.
We have, well, now that I have to explain, I can't remember what I'm saying. Catherine is working on updating this painting with deer she did a few months ago for Inktober.
Yeah.
What we'd like to do is sell prints of the deer in our shop at theuglycat.com, but the prints haven't been turning out great. When we've been doing tests of this painting, the dark colors get kind of washed out, and some of that you can do adjusting the color levels in Photoshop and in the printer settings, but at a certain point, the painting itself needs to be touched up to be print ready, and that's what she's working on right now. Just a few details here and there, color adjustments, etc. Is that right?
Yeah. So mostly the issue is that it was very dark, and I keep like kind of adding details to make it a little bit brighter because obviously when I paint on my iPad, it's backlit, so it doesn't feel that dark. But when you put it on paper, it was actually quite dark. Like my first version of it was. Let me just put it on top. So this was my first version of the deer here. So it was significantly kind of darker than
Yeah.
now. It's nice. It's kind of a little bit like more raw, like the light is nice. But when you try to print that, it's just, you're losing a lot of details. And because it was done for October, it was fairly quick. And then when I tried to kind of just brighten it up a little bit in Photoshop, then I could see a lot of problems in the background, kind of blotchy colors and stuff like that. So because of that, instead of trying to kind of fix it in Photoshop and just color correct it, I've been kind of trying to make it a little bit less dark in Procreate directly, so it looks a bit more natural and less like post-processing.
Yeah, and it's like, even in the best of situations, digital art made on screen, on a backlit bright screen, like the prints never look the same, and like even in the most ideal case, there's differences. So we have to like work around that fact,
Yeah, the print is always darker.
and less not saturated, but like the color differences are kind of muted because of the medium.
It's less a problem if the print is brighter, like if it's lighter overall. Like recently we done like, for example, our pigeon print that's like has a lighter beige background. It reads a lot better when you print it because it's not as dark, but all of those dark values, it's really hard to print well.
Yeah, I mean, there's mathematics about like color gamuts and compression and whatnot that I don't have the vocabulary for.
Yeah.
But you can see the difference.
I mean, I've worked in VFX for 20 years. I'm somewhat like, I know what I'm doing, and I work with color spaces every day, and still I don't really understand. Like, no one really does.
Well, it's like the difference between being a good mechanic and being like a physicist describing how engines work.
Yeah. But it's a joke in the industry that no one understands the color spaces. There's like 5 people in the business that do, and I'm not one of them. Which is going to be...
go ahead.
Sorry,
go ahead.
What's going to be sad is that I'm going to have to redo all of these little like mustaches, whiskers, and stuff like that, like little hair, because that's going to be like wiped out by the background that I'm redoing. that's the downside of working on one layer and not have a separate layer for the background. So I'll have to redo all of those small details after. So hopefully I can do them like in the same way, so I like them. But like, I love working on one layer because then all the color blends and it feels like I'm actually painting, which I love. But there's definitely a downside, and it's when you change the background, you have to be careful about like the edges and all of that. Were you about to say something?
Unrelated. You said that nobody understands color spaces?
Yeah.
And there was a famous physicist, I think it was Arthur Eddington. In like the 1910s, he was told that there's only three people who in the world who understand relativity, Einstein and two others. And Arthur Eddington famously said, "I don't know who the third person is, because clearly I'm the second one."
So in order to give a little bit of depth to the background here, I'm trying to kind of, because the lights come from the right of the image, like from this side here, I'm trying to add a little bit of a lighter background as if it was kind of lit by the same light source, just to give it a little bit of details, because if you like brightness it up, there's not much in the background here. It's pretty like plain and it shows.
Do you find that the very obvious cat hair on the screen causes a problem?
Happy?
I was like, you're not in the same room as me, but I had a bottle of spray cleaner and I was wiping my own monitor, thinking it was on my screen.
Cat hair is inevitable in this house.
Yeah. That is a true fact.
Yeah. So you'll probably notice that I'm not going super close to the edges right now. I'm going to wait until I'm happy with the overall color of the background, and then I'm going to start on working on the edges. Because if I do all the painstaking work? No.
Yeah.
Painstaking work of redoing all of the little hairs and stuff like that, and then I need to change the background again, then I'm going to double up the work. So I'm going roughly on the edges first until I'm happy.
Are you going to be doing prints in the mid-testing like this, or wait till the end?
What do you mean?
Like, you're doing the background shift right now without doing the edges, because like you don't want to redo it.
Yeah.
You have to redo it. But are you going to print like the half-done version to see if it was working?
I mean, I should. Will I do it? Most likely not.
Well, we do have to use the printer more.
Yes, but I kind of used it like extensively today to realize that this needed to be reworked.
Well, that's like, this is a little peek into the like behind the curtain of running like an independent art studio, art shop, whatever we are.
That's true.
Because like, people are just like, you paint a painting and then you sell it and that's it. And no, there's a million steps in between of test prints and adjustments, and we've made the mistake before of not having this workflow dialed in. And when people get the print, they're like, why is it not the same color as it looked like on the website? And like, they're absolutely right. Like, it does not look the same. And it's not our business to be in color theory education. It's our business to, like, you know, make people happy with the beautiful art in their home.
Yeah.
So we got to do all this stuff. And by we, I mean you. I'm not doing anything.
Yeah. But also, like, I do care a lot about that. Like, I want people to like whatever they buy.
Yeah.
Like, it's very important to me. And yeah, so I want to make sure that, you know, what we send out is good. And I want to make sure that the process is robust, because we do have, depending where you're from, like, it's going to be printed not necessarily by us here at the studio, but we have printers elsewhere, like one in Europe, one in the UK, one in the US, mostly for logistics reasons and shipping costs. Um, but we vet them very extensively and make sure that the products are good and the quality is like up to my standards. We've been through so many printers where I was not happy with like the packaging, so we did not work with them. And I want to make sure that whatever we're doing is good with, like, the quality is good with all of the printers, and it's like it works, and that's a lot of work.
Yeah, there's multiple layers. There's
Yeah.
making sure that like the the colors and quality of the painting itself work in print, and
Yeah.
then there's like making sure each printing company can print well, high quality. The paper is the right paper. The inks don't smudge, dry properly, etc. And that they like package it and the out of box experience is what we want the Ugly Cat Studio name to be on,
Yeah, exactly.
and not just like be a slop factory churning out crap.
Yeah.
And like there's so many little details like cutting the prints. We've got examples before where the edges were like a little chewed up because the company we were with was using a blunt cutting machine. And like that's a tiny detail I would not have thought of in a million years until we got a print that was not up to snuff.
Yeah. And that's very, very important to me. Probably annoyingly so.
Yeah, I mean, I think objectively speaking, you go off the deep end
Yeah.
somewhat, but like, so my job is to like pull you back and be like, okay, no, we can't give like a, gold leaf Fabergé egg to every customer or whatever you want to do. But
I wish I could give Fabergé eggs to everyone, but yeah.
that's a good instinct. It needs to be kept in check because of
Yeah.
reality and costs and whatnot. But I mean, if we could print locally in our house, in our studio, and ship without cost or tariffs or even the annoyance of having 7 million boxes in our living room.
And we
We
live
call
in
it a living room, but it's not a living room. It's got a printer in it. It's got tubes and paper stacks, and But even then, like we can only do a small fraction of what people of fulfillment in house.
Yeah. And because we're small, we don't have the same kind of good shipping rates that printers who are bigger than us have.
Yeah.
And
if you're-
shipping from here with our own like small business is exorbitantly expensive.
Yeah, I mean, Canada is just the worst place in the Western world to ship from to begin with.
Yeah.
But like we have that problem. We have third-party studios we work with for the prints, but we sell greeting cards too, and those are in a pile in our quote living room.
Yeah.
And
I love
Kathleen
packing
packs,
those.
packs them by hand, puts the little ribbon on, the little sticker. There's a video on our website. I should link to it of Catherine doing that. I think it was on Instagram. And like, then we have to ship it, and like, shipping a single card to the U.S., which is what, like, we are 40 miles from the U.S. border, and it can be like $11 to ship a single $7 card.
Yeah, like recently we had an issue with an order where it got stuck, and it's still stuck to this day in the black hole of New York somewhere.
In the customs office in
Yeah.
USPS.
So it was 2 cards. So it was like, a $20 order. And we had,
$14 US.
yeah. So we had to reship it. And we didn't want to ship it with Canada Post because we didn't want it to be caught in the same black hole if there was an issue. So we had to ship it with per letter, and was what, $36 or something?
It was 23 Canadian dollars
Okay.
to ship it via courier, in addition to 2 more cards that we lost. Those so I mean we lost. It's not a lot of money.
Yeah.
And you do what you have to do to keep a customer happy, but like that's no way to run a rodeo
No.
if it happens on a regular basis.
Yeah, we're happy to like reship it if there's an issue. Like that's not a problem, but it's not a sustainable, like the price of shipping is not a
No,
when you're small, like it adds a lot of cost.
it really does.
Yeah.
So we
Thankfully,
try
the new
to.
cards are on their way. They're not stuck anywhere, and it should be
Yeah,
all
they
good.
are. I checked that order.
They
They,
are?
they've uh, they've passed through customs
Yeah,
and
yeah, yeah.
are near the customer now.
Yeah.
But like, this is one reason that we do free shipping where we can, so that all of this complexity and stupidity is hidden from the person who just wants to go to our website and buy a cute painting of a hair.
Yeah.
Because it is the logistics are a lot more onerous than I thought they would be when we started this 2 years ago.
Yep. It is very interesting though. Like I knew a little bit about this because both my sister and my mom are small um like are artists with small businesses selling their stuff. So I knew about that, but I find it fascinating all of the like logistic details that goes into like a studio like ours here. Like there's so many little things that you don't think about, and a lot of work you do behind the scenes to make that seamless. Like all of the frames and what can we sell where and what's available where. Like it's a lot of like kind of puzzle.
Yeah, it's a game theory optimization thing,
Yeah.
and it's a lot of work.
It's a lot of fun though.
The I mean, we're luckier than some people are because there's two of us,
Yes.
and
And
I have technical expertise and some business knowledge, and you have some business knowledge and the artistic expertise.
yeah.
So we can do a division of labor that a lot of people can't. And like, if you look at like people on TikTok or Instagram or wherever who talk about running their business on Reddit, uh, running a business selling their art, they're like, doing the actual art is like 1/5 of their day,
Yeah.
and the rest of it is posting on social media, dealing with packaging, dealing with orders, dealing with um, accounting, dealing with logistics, dealing with.
But like even us with the two of us, like we've been doing a lot of like behind the scenes recently of like changing our um images on the website and like getting some product ready and getting some stuff. I haven't actually like sat down and like painted outside of the stream in a couple weeks at this point because
Yep.
I'm like working on the business stuff.
And like that, to be fair, that does come in waves. So in the
Yes.
last several weeks, we've been updating our website, adding new products, adding new. We have sets now where you can buy like
Yeah.
with one click, like a curated set of prints. Like all of that is been like that. That's work that we'll do once and not have to do again.
Yeah, 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 of course.
So there's weeks at a time where you're painting all the time.
Yes.
But
And also depends of my day job. Like I'm starting to be fairly busy, so that also changes like what at the end of the day I'm like, you know, if I'm the right headspace to actually draw.
yeah, time management, project management. That's
Yeah.
that's the essence of everything. It's not the sexy, fun thing to talk about, but like at the core of everything, business, politics, art. It's all time management.
Yeah. But at the end of the day, we also have a lot of fun doing that.
Well,
Like
maybe
it
you
is
do.
so well, yeah, I do. It is so motivating. Like it's fun to work on our own stuff and like, building our own thing.
So the reason that we're on stream today was not actually to do a navel gazing dive on our business. It was because we've had some technical issues with the stream setup. So we wanted to like do a couple of test streams and make sure things are working smoothly. It seems to be doing pretty good today. We got a new capture card so that the iPad output you see on the left side of your screen is not messing up.
Yeah.
Hey, can you do me a favor? And oh no, never mind. I was gonna say let's do like a big red splotch to just double check that it's working, but it is working. I can see your paint.
Yeah.
And we got the webcam that you see Catherine's beautiful face on right now. Hello, wave to the children.
Hello,
I've
children.
decided that all our viewers are children. I don't know why. And the audio video seems to be in sync, so we're good. And on the bottom of your screen, you can see what I believe to be a slight amount of dandruff.
Do I?
No, I was just kidding. The Ugly Cat Studio brought to you by Head and Shoulders. I'm going to be excited to get this this deer painting in our shop because I put it up as coming soon a couple months ago now.
Yeah.
Because we did not foresee that we would have the issues we've had, and people have been clicking on it. People have been clicking on the notify me when available, and I would like to be able to do that.
Yeah.
I mean, obviously, if it doesn't work, it doesn't work, and we're not going to sell a painting that we don't stand behind.
Yeah, but I've been doing a lot of test prints.
Yeah.
Like a lot. For the past like 2 months. Like I get frustrated and I stop, then I start again. I try to like make it look good and it's not looking how I want it to look. So
And this the last 2 days we've had another to add insult to injury. Catherine did an update of her Mac, and then now the prints came out all wrong because the color correction that Photoshop puts out to the printer was not applying, and we spent like a good half a day or more debugging that, wasting paper, and it's not cheap paper.
oh my god, art paper is so expensive. Like there is a reason why art prints are expensive.
Yep. And it's not because we're making a ton of money and gouging you. You'd expect, like, you're probably losing money on this business thus far. It's a labor of love and
Yeah.
not a labor of profit yet. But
One day.
the supplies are expensive. Probably $3-4 for a 8.5 by 11 of the paper you were using for tests, which is not even the top of the line stuff that we use for like limited edition prints.
Yeah. It is I mean it's not top of the line, but it's probably like in second place.
Yeah, it's
like we're using really good paper.
It's good stuff, but it's and then the ink on the printer is like it. This damn printer takes 12 ink cartridges, each of which is like in Canada like $90 to $100.
If you change all of the ink cartridges, you can buy 12 of them for 900 US Canadian dollars, I think. Something like
which
that.
adds up to be like $10.50 with tax and shipping.
Yeah.
So that's like $1,000 worth of ink on this thing. We don't buy it all at once because that's a lot of money to, and we don't run out of every color at once. But that's how much the printer itself cost us, and we bought it used from a guy off Facebook.
Yeah.
So we're not going to get sponsored by Canon anytime soon. With these bitching and moaning about the printer.
I mean, the printer is great and works great, and
yeah, that's true. I can't complain. It is expensive to run.
Yeah. Is there an issue with the refresh rate maybe on my iPad? Do you see it? Like kind of lines moving?
Yep, I do see it.
Okay, how do we fix that?
Well, let's fix it off the call.
Okay.
Because we got a new follower on Twitch.
Ooh.
Welcome, new follower.
What do you think of the color of the background? Is it
I
too
think it's
green?
brighter than I like, but it's hard to tell what it's going to look like when printed.
Yeah. It's not as bright if you look on the left though.
That's true.
Like I think the exposure is probably a little bit too bright. Can I change that? Exposure. Oh, okay. Exposure is that automatic? I'll fix that off the stream. But yeah,
I don't know what that means, so I'm gonna just assume that you have it well in hand.
yeah, it's good. But that's good. This is a stream to find out those issues with all of the new tech that we have, and figure
Yep.
it out.
Yeah, the refresh rate and exposure things definitely we should fix, but they seem a little less dire than 3 seconds of audio lag and
Yeah, for sure.
the iPad turning blue. And so if anyone is out there, which I don't think they are, but if you are, we usually stream every Thursday at 7 Eastern. And this is a stream that is a preparatory thing so that when we go on our scheduled stream, we don't have to bail like we did last week.
Yeah, last week was especially bad. Like it's just everything went wrong, and we're like, okay, we need to like get our setup like solid. But also, we want to be streaming like a bit randomly more often, like still get our scheduled streams, but also have some
Impromptu.
Yeah. And maybe sometimes just with me, sometimes the two of us. Like if I'm going to draw on a weekend, like might as well do it on stream and like have fun doing it.
And become influencer superstars.
Yes. And I need to get used to like be on camera and like present stuff to the camera, like. That will take a while, I think.
Then next step, OnlyFans.
That might take a while. Unless he can prove to me that would be profitable, which I've been led to believe that very few people are profitable on OnlyFans, so most likely that's not going to happen.
Well, I mean, like, only some percentage of people are making a lot of money, but it's, I mean, profitable is the wrong word because there's no costs. We already have the camera and stuff.
Yeah, but the time and effort to do it.
Oh, I mean, if you want to count effort and time as a thing, then we currently run the world's least profitable business.
Oh, for sure. But do we need a second one? Is the question?
No, we could just like we stream on what is it? YouTube, Twitch, and
Instagram
Live. You could add a fourth output.
I guess we could do the drawing stream on OnlyFans.
At some point, a couple of years ago, OnlyFans announced that they were pivoting to non-sexual stuff entirely, and that lasted for like a week before they walked it back.
Mm-hmm.
And I think it was because they got some flack from their credit card processors because like Visa and stuff don't want to be involved in sex trafficking or whatever thing could be happening. But like the whole world was like, really? OnlyFans is going to be like not porn? And they backed down. But that led me to a rabbit hole where I found out that there's a lot of non-adult content on OnlyFans. People make wholesome OnlyFans accounts. But the problem is that like, I mean, I've never actually been to OnlyFans as a customer, but I imagine if you're like scrolling through the grid to find people to follow, your cute deers or pictures of oranges are going to be between, like you're going to draw melons, but you're going to be between other people's melons, if you know what I mean.
Yeah.
And so it might not be the best like advertisement for the kind of artwork you're doing.
Yeah.
I mean, there is already a non-sexual OnlyFans, and it's called Patreon.
I guess that's true.
So I just saw an article that said non-adult niches that are popular on OnlyFans.
Mm-hmm.
So I clicked it, and it's like fitness trainers, workout routines, and I'm like, no, that's still adult content. Like,
Yeah.
it ain't no uggos doing fitness training that are making money on OnlyFans. I guarantee.
Yeah.
So I think we can shelve that plan for the moment. Though you would be the only person on the entirety of the platform who wears like LL Bean hunting clothes.
I mean, that may be a road to success.
What's up?
Oh, I'm looking at the Instagram feed. Thank you, Karen.
Someone commented on the Insta Live?
Yes.
That's a first, I think, actually. I'm having difficulty loading the Insta Live.
So we are making this deer here. I've actually started this one a while ago in October last year. It was an Inktober drawing, and we always wanted to add it to the website, but it just didn't come out well in the prints because it's too dark. I'll show you the first version that I had that I did in October. It looked like this. So it was a lot darker, which looks nice on the iPad because iPads are backlit and bright. But when we were printing it, it was just way too dark and we lost all of the details. So I'm adding, kind of making it a lot lighter, and added some details so it hopefully turns out like good in print form. Because yeah, it wasn't the case, and I've been working on that for a while. But I think this might work. I think there's going to be enough like lighter colors and details in the background to work well in print. But we'll know that next time I do a test print.
I'm kind of sad that it won't let me load the Instagram Live.
Yeah, that's weird. Usually you can do it, no?
Yeah. But now when I click your the profile, it just takes me to the profile page. Well, I mean, as far as tech issues goes, this is one of the more minor ones we've had recently.
Yeah.
Maybe they just don't allow it on the website anymore.
Oh, you know what? That's really possible. I wouldn't
They're
even be
always changing
surprised.
stuff.
I wonder if I should try to add more details in the background. Like, it's a little bit flat, but maybe it doesn't matter. I'll try it on a... So now I'm duplicating my my paint layer, and I'm gonna try to see if, like, you know, do I add some maybe shapes of leaves or something in the back to just give a little bit of life in the background. Now that it's lighter, it feels very flat, but maybe it's good that it's flat. I'm not sure. So we're gonna try a couple things.
What do you mean by flat?
Well, there's no like kind of details. Like maybe I can do like out of focus like plants in the back just to give a little bit of like, you know, light hitting something or variation of colors in the background.
Can you add bokeh?
Maybe.
I don't think you should. I just know that word. Can you add lens flare like it's a J.J. Abrams movie?
Okay, let's do that. So, to add the lens flare. Okay, it's gonna be from the eye. Here he has a lens flare in his eye. Psh. You didn't even appreciate my lens flare.
Sorry, I had the computer freeze up. I have a big video transcoding job that I forgot to turn off while we were streaming.
So I'm just randomly kind of putting shapes in the background and see if I can make it look like some kind of like bush or plant. Maybe I'll have some light hit it, but I don't know if that's gonna work. I'm just for now trying, quickly sketching, like see if that could work.
Yeah, I think it's a great idea. I didn't think of it before, but before you added this new stuff to like make it less flat, it kind of felt like the backgrounds from high school photography.
Yeah.
Like,
I need to add lasers.
Come over.
Yeah. But I'll try to keep it somewhat out of focus, just so there's like, we see that there's something, but it's not like too perfect. Okay, I don't dislike that. I think it's not that bad.
Yeah, I think it works.
Okay, now to make it look good. And also that makes me like, if it's a fall bush, like I can add some colors in it to break the kind of background that's a little bit too green.
This like blurry bush you're painting with the little spots of red makes me think of Super Mario World. Like the first level where there's like trees with the apples that Yoshi can eat.
Oh yeah, that's true. Okay, that's too weird if I add too much light on it. Let's not do that.
So it looks like the Camo app that you're using on your phone to film has auto shutter speed, and there's a way to lock that to a certain speed. But the iPad itself needs a settings change to make sure it's at a constant refresh rate.
Okay.
So we'll have to do that after.
Yeah, that's fine. Like I said before, that's why we do that stream, to like test out all of the things. And that's something we can test also not on stream.
Yeah.
Your ice is very loud.
Well, that's good to know. I will mute in the future if I'm gonna play with ice.
It makes a very Christmassy sound though.
Jingle bells. Jingle.
Yeah.
It's not just ice. It's a metal straw in a glass mug with ice.
Yeah,
It's designed for maximum like clinking.
that's true.
Oh, so if we lock the shutter speed to 60
Mm-hmm.
or 160, it'll make the side effect will be a darker image, which will fix the exposure issue you wanted to.
Good. And other things that I'm noticing with this new setup, now that we have a webcam, I have lights on my desk because it's obviously dark outside. The light is kind of making a glare on my iPad and it's really annoying. So that's something I'll need to look into. And
You should just turn off all lights and live in the darkness.
I mean, we could. That's pretty creepy. And oh, I think I'm in the HDR mode. So it kicked in.
So I think this may be what we do on Halloween.
Yeah. But I could make this one a lot less bright, maybe.
I think that makes the banding effect much worse.
Yeah.
So do that next time, but not now. So what did you have for dinner? You had Japanese curry with chicken tendies?
Yeah.
I'm mentioning it because now I'm hungry and I want to eat the same thing.
Well, there's no curry left.
No, but there's plenty of chicken tendies.
Yes. Okay, well, I think we're probably gonna leave it here for today. I think we accomplished the test we wanted to accomplish. I think I'll keep working on the deer maybe offline or maybe Thursday. We'll see. I'm not sure yet what we're gonna do. But for now, thanks everyone who joined. And we'll be back for our regular programming on Thursday.
Thursday at 7 p.m. every week.
Yeah.
And please do visit our website, theuglycat.com, and like and subscribe to the video. If you, even if you didn't like it, it's your duty to like and subscribe. I think we should do one more of these tests before Thursday, with the like just a quickie with the iPad refresh rate stuff fixed.
Yeah.
Make sure it's solid, and then we're good.
Yeah. Maybe we'll do that. But worst case scenario, we'll see you on Thursday, and maybe before. We'll see.
Bye, everybody.
Bye.